Hey there, Angry Faithful. I just wanted to drop in, bend your ear a little bit, get your attention. So if you're not listening, drop what you're doing and pay attention to me because I'm here to inform you that not only can you get your daily, maybe if you're binging it, I'm not sure, that's entirely up to you, but you can multiply your doses of angry me fuckery by paying attention to all of the platforms upon which you can find either the dulcet tones of my voice and David's voice or my pretty face and David's not so pretty face. Anyways, digressing, we not only on we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, we're on Rumble, we're on Google, Apple Podcast. We have a TikTok page. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and of course Facebook. So if you find yourself fuckery deprived, curl up with a nice hot mug of shut the fuck up and just listen. Open those ear holes and be prepared to be cream pied like it's the first time. Thanks for listening.
Welcome, Angry Faithful. Today we're still we're at O'Brien's again for the Monday. Monday will be put out on Tuesday. Comics before the show. We got Skyler here. He's one of the comics that does this, and we ended up just talking comics before we got. I do that all the time. We'll end up chit chatting and like, oh shit, we need to record this shit.
I mean, it makes a good conversation.
It does, and that's the one thing that I really like about this stuff is once you start a conversation, you're like, oh shit. Even talking with people and everything, it's like, man, we should have this on the podcast. We're having a good conversation, and that's what a lot of people don't have that much anymore. They usually just do texts. They don't phone call or anything. I'm still in the realm of phone calling people and everything. It's like, I haven't talked to you in a while. I need to talk to you. I need some kind of, oh, we're done. I don't like you anymore. Hang up.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be me at the beginning, but they would see me calling and knowing it's trying to do some sort of work for comedy or podcast and then not even answer.
I separate the two.
Oh, yeah.
It's so easy for me to separate the two but I'm not. It's one of those things I need to publicize more to get more people to listen to it. Basically, most of the time that I actually do is like I saw like just recently, I was up at me and my daughter got our hair cut and everything like that, and ended up just talking with she ended up talking more. And I'm the type of person, if I'm getting my hair cut, I don't do anything because I'm so scared the person just like laugh what I say and just. I have that kind of fear. I have weird fears.
Oh,
like
yeah,
like I could keep gold in my car.
I feel like that is a more legitimate fear than most fears. Like,
No, okay, I can keep gold in my car and be perfectly fine. I wouldn't care if someone stole that. But food, on the other hand, I will track a motherfucker down. That's how weird I am.
Gone by the time people get to it, so I don't know what. I feel like the hair thing's more legitimate though, just because one little hiccup on them and you just lost half your scalp and got a reverse mohawk. Like,
Yeah.
that's more legitimate than my fear of the word moist. Like, I hate it.
Man, my co-host's wife and her sister hate that word too.
I hate it.
What is with the word moist?
The connotation that of which it can be used in. The word fuck makes a sentence with one word. The word moist it specifies what you're talking about.
Yeah, like a
That's what
cake. This cake is moist. It is good. It is spongy.
Yeah, just call the cake spongy.
It really is. Oh, yeah, you know what? No.
You don't have to add the word moist to have the detail.
I'm trying to figure. I think yours is this one, so I'm gonna
I don't know.
turn there.
Turn me down there.
No, I'm gonna actually turn you up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, no, so I just don't like it. Never have.
I don't get that. I don't get that out. Well, I also had this weird theory, And the theory was if and hands down, I've actually it should be a law by now. I haven't. Okay. The theory is if you hate snakes or you're afraid of snakes, you're not scared of spiders. But if you're scared of spiders, you don't really care about. You're not afraid of snakes.
Okay.
And most people, it is like that. It's weird.
I like snakes and spiders. I just don't like spiders in like fantasy games. Like the Spider Dungeon and Dragon Age Origins scares me. I hate it.
Really?
Cannot stand spiders in video games. Real life, I don't care. Video games and fantasy, they freak me out.
I guess it's the situation or something like that. Because I'm one of those people that if I like, because it's just, I don't like snakes. I just hate them.
Yeah.
I was like, a couple of Cynthia's friends came up here and they brought a snake. That she's an adult entertainer. I can't remember her name, but they ended up. She's certified, I guess, a certifiable snake charmer. That's part of her act and everything like that. She brought this. It wasn't even. It was probably about that long.
Yeah.
Not even that big. And I was like, get that fucking thing away from me. I don't give a shit.
My,
I was like,
my
I just can't do
brother
it.
had 2 anacondas that were a little longer than this table, like 1.5 foot longer than the table, and had 2 of them. And we're living in Decatur at a time. I'm a kid. I'm getting woke up to my dad drilling in the wall like 6 feet away from me because the snakes got into the wall. And to make matters worse, we're making a cut and just following them until they can't go anymore. And so we cut out of my room into a hallway into the beginning of my sister's room, hear them slither around and put a stopping point on the other side of her room. We destroy like 4 walls.
Jesus.
And it's like 3 a.m. that this is happening only because we have 4 cats in the house. We were worried that the cats were gonna get eaten, so we had to pull them out of the fucking walls and repair them after.
Dude, I seen this video that I guess they had like a shit ton of fucking rats in the walls, and they just put a python in the walls, and they just put a bucket right up to the hole, and you just see these rats or mice or whatever it was just pile out.
Jesus Christ.
I think you just have to put python in wall with rats, and
That's
it'll pop
great.
it. Dude, I end up like looking at some weird shit when I'm on YouTube. I seen this one. So someone told me, he's like, dude, did you know they have videos of people clubbing seals on YouTube?
Yeah.
I was like, I just want to see the comments.
Right?
That was my whole thing. It was I want to see the comments, and I thought, these comments are just gonna be, I can't believe these people are doing it. No, it was like totally opposite.
Yeah.
It was, man, these people are living my life, the best life possible. This
Clubbing
is
seals.
it's just clubbing seals.
What the?
And I was like, huh.
I see things like that and I watch it and my intrigue is there, and then I watch it and read the comments and say, why would someone waste their time on that when I can be at home not clubbing animals that don't deserve it?
I don't know. I think it's like for the oil or the meat. I know they do it for the leather and the.
I know whaling when.
There's only like one country that does whaling now, and it's China.
Yeah, and whaling, the way they do it, everything is usable. The skin, the fat, the meat, the everything, and that's all it's about. But
yeah, but it's still. I still don't see why we have to have whaling anyways. It's one of those things that I'm like looking at. It's like we have so much stuff now that we produce as a synthetic, and I'm like, why are you still killing whales? They're still endangered, right?
Killer whales, I think.
Yeah.
Anymore, I watch old YouTube for a laugh.
No.
Yeah.
No, I go down the rabbit hole with like what military has used as a deterrent for like. I was like, we still train dolphins.
Yeah.
Russia trained orcas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. I was like, holy shit! How can you train a dude?
I have to find the channel, but there was one night I was on YouTube. I couldn't sleep. I start at like 8 p.m. on like Brandon something or other, and he shoots AKs for a living. And
Brendan O'Hara.
Yeah, Brandon O'Hara.
Yeah,
I-
he's really cool.
No, I watched him and I watched a bunch of his videos, and the next thing I know, it's like 3 a.m. and I'm on how to make a furry suit, not realizing how I fucking got there, and I'm like, how do I get to furries from Brandon O'Hara? I don't.
Brandon's a fun guy. I met him when I was doing the TAC, and me and him, all the other guys, donut operator Cody, that and Beastie,
Yeah.
and I was talking with them. Then Brandon and me were having like, God, we're having a long conversation over.
He seems like a real cool dude.
He is. He's really laid back, really cool. I almost killed him on accident. He was on the railing, and I did my time traveler joke.
Oh.
And that time traveler, the way I do my jokes sometimes is I prolong it. It sounds like an interesting conversation. Then you get to the end. I don't know. Have you heard my time travel joke? I've done it like on the show like 3 or 4 times.
I've heard part of it, and then wanted to hear more conversation because it's super into the conversation
Yeah.
and the joking. So like I skipped past it. I heard the beginning of it, but
Well, what it is me and a friend of mine, we had this theory. The only way to actually time travel in physical theory, quantum physics and everything like that, is it's like download your consciousness, deliver it to your younger self. That's theoretically probably the only way actually to do it. You physically can't handle the pressure and everything else if you look at all the science on it and everything like that. It's impossible to physically do it.
something like Star Trek when they were first going warp speed and
Yeah,
and the ships ended up collapsing in on themselves because they weren't built for that kind of thing.
But science fiction reality, the only way to do it is like we can send information, we can't. But if we can download our consciousness, put it in our younger bodies, that may be a way. So that's the theory. Okay. Well, my friend of mine, he was going after. He's like, man, what would you do? I was like, well, I'd probably set myself up, get some stock and everything, do all the stuff that I want to do now, and like prep myself up to like be like a special operator. It's something that back then it wouldn't be. Didn't have the confidence. Now I do, type deal. But I would actually, try to make some money and everything like that, and get my dad to invest certain stocks and everything, put all the money up, so I'm like secured no matter what. But my friend, on the other hand, he was like, man, I don't know, I'd probably just try to bang some women now, just get some of that 14-year-old poontang. And I'm like, and I thought about it hard. I was like, dude, one, I wouldn't, because I just that young and everything, and you're still you have that adult mindset and everything.
You have
couldn't
2022 mindset going back to like 1943. Like it's a
Yeah.
completely different reality for you.
Yeah. Then I was like, dude, I think you would be a pedophile. That's and when I said that, Brandon just fucking lost it, and he almost chompled over to this freaking, because we were at the caverns. And I literally had his like, no, Brandon, don't die. You're actually pretty cool. But he tumbled over. But that's the whole joke, because if you think about it, you'd be a pedophile.
You would.
I mean, the hands down, you would be a pedophile. And he lost it after I said the pedophile thing.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon did. But my buddy was like, no, you wouldn't. Well, he started working at this barbecue place. And they had a 20-year-old daughter that worked with them and everything. And she was cute. She was filled out in the right spots and everything like that. He came back like the first day he worked there. He's like, I changed my answer. Fuck that shit. I couldn't do it. I was like, change what? I was on a new subject and everything. I forgot about the whole subject. I forgot about the conversation. And he goes up and was like, if we transport our consciousness into a younger body, I wouldn't be able to have sex with the younger women. I'm like, okay. I'm on the page now. Go on, buddy.
Okay.
It was just he couldn't stand her talking.
Oh God.
He got so annoyed with her, and I was like, yeah, that's the one reason why I couldn't do it, because I would get so annoyed what they were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why you pay hookers to leave.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear their life story afterwards. You're there to do something. You're done. Money's on the counter. Walk to the counter. Okay, now walk to the door and get the fuck out.
Friday, I was talking about time travel. I was picking up Israel, going to Oklahoma for the show Friday night, right?
Yeah.
And we started talking about time travel. I put a lot of thought into this. What's the perfect year to experience American change, music, movies, everything? Perfect year.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence of going back to probably like 46, 47.
45. Here's why.
I wouldn't do 45 because you would have to wait until the summer to do really cool shit.
That being said, though, you get to go through historical change,
Yeah.
music-wise, and revolution-wise. Like, you get to see everything fought for that we see. You get to see JFK. You get to
Not in 45, would you?
later on, because in
Well, yeah. You okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see what you're going for now. Yeah.
See? And so you look at the time frame. You have all these movies changing. You get to watch movies severely change, because in the 50s they start doing early CGI more so, with more stop motion with humans. You get to hear music change.
That's visual effects. CGI is computer generated. They only started that up like Lucas was the one that did that.
But you get to see movies change.
Yeah.
You get to hear music change from early Sinatra to Megadeth. Watching all of these things rise. You get to be a part, if you want to, the hippie movement when it's an underground thing in the 60s. Leading to what happens with equal rights in the wars that go on. And the space race. You get to live through the original space race.
Oh yeah.
You get, and I mean, you have all the bad things that come with, like the Red Scare. So obviously, you're a free thinker in the 60s. It's late Red Scare. You're spouting some weird nonsense because you're from 2022. They're gonna think you're a Russian. They're gonna think you're a Soviet.
Yeah, that whole Red Scare thing was really ignorant. In my...
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it was a lot of hate toward the Russians at the time.
I totally forgot to do it. Just to let everybody know, I'm going to put a link in the bio, and link in the description, not in the bio. But it's going to be there to buy socks for O'Brien's Bar, the one that we actually come do the show here, and we do the comedy open mics on Mondays. And this is to help out getting homeless socks and goodie bags and everything like that, trying to help out our community and everything like that. But I'm going to put that in the description of all the places that you can go to. Check it out. The socks are like $20. They're kind of cool looking.
Yeah, they're $20. Has the bar logo on it.
And if you want to give more, and if you give more, you can buy more of the socks. We have to get like 50 things to actually get it to where we can actually start giving to the homeless. But there's also a donate button if you want to. I think I try to get just to donate.
Yeah, the donate.
But the button on there is just. I think you still have to buy the socks, but you can donate more.
You donate in checkout, is what you do. You donate in checkout. It's just under your order review.
Yeah, but check it out. Good cause. But back to the time traveling again. Wow, I pulled that off pretty good.
You really did. Good
I did.
transition.
I know, right?
And it was a Red Scare. I mean, you experienced that.
That whole McCarthy thing was just bullshit.
Oh, man, you have to go through McCarthyism, which would suck.
Yes.
I mean, you get to experience a lot of good and see the change in knowing what's going to happen.
Well, it's we're right now we're repeating history
We are.
because we're at a new McCarthy era. If you think about it, I mean, look at
How so are we in a McCarthy
Okay.
era?
all the politicians, no matter what side it is on, right or left or anything like that, they hype up all the hate and everything like that, and they try to get people to where what we call now canceled.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, hey, this person doesn't need to be working and everything. And Terminalist is the biggest one. Terminalist right now is the biggest one. They're trying to cancel Chris Pratt because of the Terminal List.
Oh,
Critics
yeah.
hate it. Critics hate it. The whole movie. I've read the books, and well, the books
Well,
are really
I read
really
the
well.
first book, and then I started it. I just haven't finished. I fell asleep.
It's really good. The first book, and all. Jack's writing is he started doing it to where you don't find out a lot of stuff. He still keeps a little bit of mystery to it too, but you find out, the plot line really fast if you're really good at puzzles and everything like that. But it's still good.
And it's a good military novel, too. It's not just
oh no,
good spy stuff.
yeah.
It's just a good book overall. His writing's fantastic.
Yeah, and he's a great guy too. But the movie is they transitioned a lot of stuff into different segments, which you do that with any kind of book that goes to movies and everything like that.
Yeah.
And hands down, I mean, both of them are great. They're great storytelling and everything like that. I love both.
Yeah. I like the Tom Clancy series on Amazon, too. The Tom Clancy series is really good.
The Jack
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, Jack Ryan is really good, but having read the original Jack Ryan novels like Hunt for Red October and up to Rainbow Six, like I have them all
Yeah.
in paperback. Love Tom Clancy novels. The Jack Ryan books are some of my favorite, especially for some like the side stories.
Amazon's doing good with just anything that the lead role is JR.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Jack Reacher, Jack
Jack
Reese, Jack Ryan. I was
Well, and then they have the Jack Ryan TV show, but then they had the Michael B. Jordan-led action film that was based around Jack Ryan's lead military guy in the novels who started Rainbow Six.
yeah.
And so, like, that was a good movie.
I didn't watch that one. What's it called?
I don't remember. I can look it up.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. The action, for what it was intense. The Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime was
Yeah, and
decent.
but every critic for the Terminal List, every critic was pretty much bashing it. I mean, it got like
Yeah.
37% for the Terminal List, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't a great movie. This is right wing revenge." I'm like, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what your political views if stuff happens like that.
Yeah.
And it's basically what happens when you create the monster, and then you piss the monster off. And
No, it's called Without Remorse.
Without Remorse. Oh, I seen that
And
one.
It's super good.
That was good.
The action.
Yes.
Him coming up from that water, that little tunnel, and just slicing that guy's throat, and then taking out everybody in the room with that guy's pistol is just so good.
Yes.
That water scene was fantastic.
Yeah.
to show.
Wow, wait. It was Michael B. Jordan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when I see movies and stuff like that, people are like, "That's left wing. That's right wing." I'm here to enjoy content, not think about politics on my movies. I don't get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing nowadays is everybody's trying to the people that are making it political, they're missing the whole point of what's entertainment and everything
Yeah.
like that. Because look at Heat. Heat's a good example. I mean, it was a pilot, and then they finally got enough money and got enough recognition to actually make it into a good movie. Got some really good high names and everything. But the best part of that movie isn't the gun scene. I mean, yeah, they used the gun scene on like Quantico and everything like that to show, hey, this is how it's supposed to be done for a long time.
Yeah.
But the best scene is when the cop and the bank robber are in the diner having a conversation, and then they realize, you know, they're just a coin. One side on one side, and the other side is on the other side, and it's pretty much they have the same lifestyle. They want this and they want that, and that's what a lot of people nowadays needs to do. They just need to have a conversation with another person, and I love.
Yeah. How many people can though?
A lot of people can't.
Yeah, and when
Well, I don't want to say a lot of people can't. I don't think a lot of people want to take those steps.
when it comes to my politics, I'm an extreme centrist. I'm not like dead down center.
Well,
And I'm more toward right only because it is less morally obligated to certain parts because it doesn't affect my daily life. Because everything on the left sometimes is everything affects your daily life.
yeah.
And there's a give and take. And when it comes down to my politics, I want to find the history behind it. I want to know how we've done it so I can avoid it and not help repeat.
Basically, you do what a lot of people do is you'll do a little bit of research into this stuff. You're an intelligent person to where because I do the same thing. If something comes up and I look at the headline, because I did a little bit of journalism back in my younger life, you put a good headline, or clickbait nowadays, what it's called. You do clickbait. So and so is in a some chick is in a bikini at this spot. Check it out. And I need that's how I get my ad review for someone clicking on it and everything. That catches me off guard because I'll click on that shit every once in a while.
Yeah.
But when you have something to the point to where this person said this, I was like, today I clicked on something was Australia is trying to do away any kind of petrol cars. They're not allowing any kind of gasoline vehicles, gasoline vehicles into Australia, any new ones, and it's going to be all electric by 2035.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it really going to be only electric?
And well, part of the issue with electric cars is my roommate is getting a solar roof panel soon, right? So like he can go and have that and make that money back at the end of the year. Well, in order to really fully power it when like we have the outages, like with the snow and stuff, is to have a 2,000-gallon oil tank, right, for gas, or have a Tesla electric wall. And a Tesla electric wall costs $10,000 to install, and it's enough to power a fridge for like 2 nights because of how it's consumed. If you're constantly running it and charging it at the same time, powers the whole house, but you lose power, you lose the wall.
Oh shit.
So a lot of these machines that we have, like the Tesla chargers and these quick chargers, are consuming more electric than a small average household of 4 people.
Oh shit.
So you say electric's clean, but it burns more.
Well, Evan was talking about this, Hafer. He was talking about the best way to get a lot of clean air is take out all the super tankers and make them nuclear instead of diesel.
Well, and if we do nuclear energy, we know enough about it now from everything that happened in Russia to our own experiments that we could have a nuclear power plant in most American cities and not take up space that's not already used by abandoned buildings and have cheaper energy in America.
I don't know if you can find this house anymore. They didn't give the location or anything. There used to be a house in Hawaii that had its own nuclear reactor.
Oh shit,
No shit.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was probably as big as that chair.
Yeah,
And I was like, huh.
well, and look at how small that would be compared to how much a massive, like, super scale big nuclear reactor would do.
Yeah.
Like, that would do enough between the electric grid, solar, and nuclear energy running most things, because we can contain that a lot more than we used to be able to. We're not in the 60s, and it's not Russia. We know how to withstand it.
Oh, okay. She's smiling, so.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's going
I was like,
on?
what the fuck? Am I gonna have to get up and slap a bitch?
I would like to
Is-
see you fight. I think that'd be kind of fun. I mean, I know you could win, hopefully.
No, it'd be one of those things that would only. I had an instance where this guy. It's the funniest fucking shit in the world. The whole explanation. I'll give you the whole explanation on this. What had happened was I was still at the stage I had to call my mom or dad because I was staying at their house. I hadn't joined the military yet. I was still trying to figure out my life and everything. It was right after high school. So about 10:30, the only stipulation was I had to call them up and let them know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And I wasn't doing anything stupid, crazy, or anything like, getting addicted to some kind of fucking meth or some shit like that. I was just hanging out with my friends and everything. I just had to, before 10:30, I had to call her up and let her know
Okay.
I was at a certain place hanging out with these guys. And she was going, okay, just, if anything happens, just let me know. Call me up or anything like that. And this is before we had like cell phones or anything. So I had to call on a landline. The kid that was living with my friends at the time was calling his girlfriend and just talking with them like left and right. I thought I was gonna have to beat somebody. Don't do that. Don't be loud. I thought I was gonna have to beat somebody. Don't be
He
loud.
was looking over there
I was
like he
like-
was about to fight.
I was like, fucking hell, do I have to go over there? I would be kind of fun.
It would be kind of funny. It would be nice.
Camera's over there, Cynthia. You're in view. But what had happened was I was like 9 o'clock. I was like, hey, how's it going? At 9 o'clock, I was like, hey, when do you get off the phone with your girl? Can I get just get a quick call? Take me 5 minutes and call your girl back. No big deal. He goes up, yeah, I'll let you know. Well, 9:30 comes around. Hey, dude, can I make a phone call on my folks? I gotta make sure that they know that I'm safe. That's all. If not even 5 minutes, just hey, how's it going? I'm over here. All right, bye. And I described what I was gonna do, and you can call your girlfriend back. I'll get off in a minute. Well, 10:20 came by. I was like, oh, shit, I gotta make this phone call. Someone get him off the phone right now, or I'm gonna do it right now, and I'm not gonna be nice about it, because I'm a horrible person. I know this about myself. I go up, and I was like, hey, dude, can you get off for like 5 minutes? Well, I was like, grab the phone. He'll call you back in about 5 minutes. Hang it up, call my mom. He's like, literally, I see his face as I'm doing this. And I go, hey, Mom. And he about to reach for the to hang up real quick. So I grabbed his hand, put it aside. I was like, hey, Mom, we're at so-and-so's house, hanging out, nothing big. We're just playing video games. Okay, love you. Talk to you later. Bye. Click. I go in the other room. He pushes me. I was like, what? That was my girlfriend? You don't just respect me like that and anybody's blah, blah, blah.
Calls for a job. I call her back. I'm talking to you guys. We realize the camera, and I answer the phone saying shit. Project Racer.
Doing good.
Can you come in for an interview?
Shit, can you come in for an interview? That's what you gotta do.
She'd
But
be real
anyways,
close.
but what it ended up happening is he comes up. He tries to attack me again. I was actually fully ready at this point. I push him down on the ground, leg sweep him, put his hands on his chest, put my knee on his chest, and I was like, dude, give up. You're done. Push him aside. I literally skirted him across the room. It was a small room, so it wasn't that big. But he goes up and he's like, motherfucker, you got a gun? I was like, shit, are we going to do, like, duels?
That'd
I'm
be
good.
fun.
You got a gun? I was like,
No?
well, yeah, I can get a gun. We're going to do this shit. I'm pretty good at that. He's like, well, give it to me so I can shoot you.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. He goes up. He's like, give me the gun so I can shoot you with it. I couldn't help. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, give me the gun. Everybody in the whole fucking room laughed their ass off. And he was like, what's so funny? This isn't funny. He disrespected me. I was like, dude, he took you out in 2 seconds. He knows shit. He's taking all of us out in 2 to 3 seconds. There's a reason why we fuck with Dave vocally, but we don't fuck with Dave physically. And they're like, they're like, dude, you just need to walk it off. Go back in the room, talk to your girlfriend, trying to be man up and everything like that. I saw the kid right when I got out of the military. No, it wasn't when I got out of the military. It was still in. I came in for a leave, and I was jacked to the fucking. I was just huge. I was like 190 pounds, full just muscle, no fat. I worked out when I was in Bahrain, left and right, and then I get. He comes up to me and everything like that. He's like, hey, you remember? He was all like happy and everything like that. I was like, yeah, dude. Well, I'll be kind to you. What's up? How you doing? And he was like, oh man, he was still this scrawny little punk kid.
Oh, yeah.
I think he got on crack or some shit like that afterwards. But yeah, I ended up have interesting, stupid stuff. It's like one point in time, I actually
Yeah.
yes,
we are.
sir. But
We're fixing to do some cool shit out here. I was trying to get up here early for that.
every time,
Hey,
same
Brad.
excuse.
I stay late, but I work an hour and a half.
That's okay, baby.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it was like one time I actually flew on my own. No plane or anything like that. I had a gust of wind. It was like close to like 75 miles per hour. Hit me in the back,
Jesus Christ.
and and this is over by Hastings, where that new cheaper shit
Oh,
place is at
yeah.
now. But it was over there. I literally jumped a little bit, and the wind carried me up. I guess it's more like a super leap or something like that.
That sounds painful coming down.
It's surprising. I hit the wall. I hit the window like a freaking bug. And ambulance. Someone faking a heart attack. But no, I just had some weird shit happen to me most of my life, and it's funny, and it's
I
stuff
was
that's
just
unbelievable.
a dumb kid.
I was a dumb kid
Oh.
too. It was like this one time going downhill, the cop clocked me in at like 55 miles per hour. Yeah, again, same thing. Gust of wind, going downhill at the same time, caught me up. And I was like, I can tell you exactly if you're on a bike how to stop. You crash.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. My brakes didn't work. I was like trying to use my brakes and everything. Nothing like that helped.
Growing up on job sites, helping my parents build houses and things like that. I just got used to jumping off of trusses. Right? Second.
Trusses?
Yeah. Wait, so when you're building a house and you're building the floor out for multiple
Levels.
levels, multiple floors, right?
Yeah.
You have your trusses, which is what you walk on. That's your foundation. That's your square. You walk on those. You carry stuff. You put another.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were called trusses.
So I'm used to just jumping off of second, third story trusses because it's the quickest way down.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think about that one day. We're in the country in Florida building a 3-story house. It's windy as shit. I'm jumping, and you just see my legs go whoop, boop, 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 on some trusses going down. Like, you just hear bah, 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 and then you hear my ass just hit the ground go real
I have-
loud, and that shit hurt.
I have something similar, same thing. What had happened was it just drizzled outside of the mini mall here on the base.
Oh, yeah.
And this is when I was a kid. My dad was in the military, so we were on the base. And everybody was like just going around. I was like, no, I'll do something cool. I grabbed this pole and I just jump off of it. I didn't realize how wet it was. I slipped face forward onto the ground.
Oh, God.
Oh man, I thought everything was broken. I was like, oh my, because I literally did this. He was like, are you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I literally turned into a retard after face planting like that. It was fucked up. What time is it?
8:37.
Oh, it's too good. But no, I've always had like weird shit like that happen. It's so funny.
On Christmas, I got a new 360, Halo 4, a bunch of Legos, and I was entertained with the garbage can and the lighter I got.
I have one of those stories too.
And I go in my room, I have paper, I stick it in a garbage can, and I light it on fire inside the house. And what do? I lie about it. I don't know that could set on fire.
Oh my god.
That was a terrible lie.
I have something similar
I
happen.
smoked out the entire house. They got the fire out.
Was it a metal or was it a?
Oh no, I was a dumbass kid. It was plastic. I smoked out the house, and it's one of those lighters, like those gift shop lighters that you get that look like guns.
Oh my god.
You know those things that have way too much length on the flame and
Yeah.
heat up too quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
I have a similar story. This is so fucked up. I think it was junior year, Christmas time.
No.
It was a cold Christmas time. We just got done looking at the Fantasy Lights here, and I was feeling all kinds of Christmassy. We went to go look at other people's houses, lights, and everything like that. And I was like, you know what? The fireplace. We finished with the coals and everything. I put all the stuff in the metal bin, and I took it outside and threw it in a plastic trash can. Sit in my room, reading books, looking at the lights. I was like, oh, neighbor's lights are really bright right now. I mean, look, it's Christmas lights. It was white and red Christmas lights.
Oh,
And I was like, those aren't Christmas lights. What are those? Those are really bright. I mean, like really bright, and they're just going around and everything. I go outside the fire department because I accidentally lit my neighbor's yard on fire. Because the trash can was just melted. I'm talking. We had to scrape it after we were done. What pissed my mom off the most was the basic fact the next year, because they got it right before it hit the house. Everything was saved. It was just the yard that was burned. The people were they were upset, and then they're like, don't worry about it. The house is fine. We're good. We're all right. Everything's
What's
fine.
your mom upset about?
My mom's upset because the next spring, their yard is greener than ours because I gave them extra fertilizer. Apparently, that's what pissed my mom off the most. She's like, David, look at the neighbor's yard every day. I was like, David, look at the neighbor's yard. See how green it is? I was like,
Oh.
Mom, do you want me to burn our yard down? I'll do that. I can do that. I'm apparently good at burning shit.
And being a pyro is easy. You just have to like the ooh shiny factor of heat.
I can deal with heat. I can't deal with cold.
No, no.
But no, I guess we can call that it. End of the show, man.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we got to get ready for the actual main event of our show. So check us out on Instagram, blah blah blah. I usually put the headway of stuff to get us at. Just check us out. Leave a comment when you can. Thumbs up, whatever. But I'm David Dickerman, and
Skylar.
and this is Skylar, and this is What the Hell. Comment. I guess it's number 4 because I'm
Five,
doing.
I thought.
No, 4
Oh,
because
yeah.
that one didn't get.
Oh,
That's the
four
reason why I'm
times
getting a new board.
Mm-hmm.
But number 4, comedy before the show. So thank you all for watching. Goodbye.